about 46,000 Tesla Cybertruck vehicles are being recalled.
Yeah, this is according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. It's because the stainless steel exterior trim panel can detach and fall off the truck, causing a potential road hazard. The recall is for Cybertrucks built between November of 2023.
Tesla has been ordered to recall nearly 4,000 Cybertrucks because of an issue caused by soap. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, workers improperly used soap to help fit the accelerator pads into the panel. The residual soap can cause the accelerator to stick in place. The safety regulator says it reached out to Tesla for more information on the issue, which affects all model year 2024 Cybertrucks.
Tesla is recalling 46,000 Cybertrucks, nearly all that have been sold since 2023. Tesla has to repair a piece of trim that can fly off while driving, creating a road hazard. This is the 8th recall of the Cybertruck.
Did Tesla just sacrifice Canadian Cybertruck customers to prioritize U.S. deliveries? The evidence is mounting that Canadian orders are being systematically canceled, while Giga Texas struggles with production problems and recall issues that have completely halted the assembly line. Why are Canadians who put down deposits years ago suddenly getting cancellation notices? And what happened to the promised 2025 delivery dates that many were counting on? The answers paint a troubling picture of Tesla's priorities, and might make you think twice about that reservation you've been holding on to. When global companies make bold moves, it's often everyday Canadians who feel the shock first. At Canada Connect, we break down how global corporate decisions and political power plays are impacting people right here at home. Thanks for being part of this growing community. Your support helps bring stories like this into the spotlight. Stories that don't always make the front page, but deserve to be told. Now, let's get into how Tesla's Cybertruck rollout took a sharp turn and why Canadian customers are suddenly being left behind. Here's the pedal that accelerated Tesla's problems. The Cybertruck's accelerator issue wasn't just another recall, it was a complete production shutdown waiting to happen. Workers at Giga Texas took a dangerous shortcut by soaking accelerator pedals in unapproved lubricant. Tesla's own engineers flagged this months before delivery started, but management ignored those warnings. Drivers reported terrifying incidents where the pedal would stick, sending $100,000 trucks speeding uncontrollably. The excess lubricant weakened the adhesive holding the pedal assembly together. Elon Musk claimed it was just an assembly issue. 3-minute fix, he tweeted. But internal emails show engineers knew this was coming. They wrote multiple warnings about the lubricant violating safety protocols. Those emails went unanswered until customers started crashing. The recall notice says drivers can inadvertently press the accelerator pedal due to the dislodged pedal cover. That's corporate speak for your truck might floor itself. Multiple NHTSA complaints describe near misses. One driver nearly plowed through a garage door when a Cybertruck surged forward unexpectedly. Tesla's solution? They're adding a rivet to secure the pedal cover. Same part, same design, just with a metal pin now. This wasn't some obscure defect. The Cybertruck's entire production run had this flaw. Unlike typical recalls that affect certain batches, this one hit 100% of delivered vehicles. The production line at Giga Texas completely stopped on April 19th and still hasn't restarted. Workers are scrambling to retrofit built Cybertrucks with the rivet fix before shipping. Meanwhile, Canadian customers are getting cancellation emails while Tesla tries to contain this mess. The timing couldn't be worse. Tesla was already struggling with Cybertruck production delays when this pedal disaster hit. The company initially promised 250,000 units annually. Reality? They've delivered fewer than 4,000 in 6 months. Now the entire assembly line is idle during what should have been a production ramp. Investors are asking why Tesla ignored engineer warnings until after customer complaints. The stock dropped 7% on the recall news. Legal trouble is piling up too. 3 class action lawsuits already filed cite negligence for ignoring known safety risks. One complaint alleges Tesla rushed production at the expense of basic quality control. Government regulators are circling. Transport Canada launched its own investigation separate from the US NHTSA probe. The recalls could expand if regulators find additional undisclosed defects. Here's what they're not telling customers. The Accelerator fix isn't some minor tweak. It requires fully disassembling the pedal assembly on every single vehicle. That's why production stopped. Workers are retrofitting completed trucks instead of building new ones. Some Canadian reservation holders report being told their orders are indefinitely delayed rather than outright cancelled. Translation: Tesla doesn't know when they'll fix enough trucks to resume deliveries. The math is brutal. With current production halted and 3,878 trucks needing repairs, Tesla faces months of backlog. The company quietly removed all delivery estimates from its Canadian configurator last week. One service center employee leaked that Tesla is prioritizing US customers who already took delivery. Canadians get pushed to the back of the line. That explains the sudden cancellation wave hitting northern reservations. Elon Musk called the Cybertruck bulletproof during launch events. Turns out it couldn't even survive its own accelerator pedal. The real bullet Tesla dodged? These failing pedals didn't cause any fatal crashes, yet, but the lawsuits claim it was only a matter of time. Now, Canadian customers are paying the price with cancelled orders, while Tesla scrambles to contain a crisis its own engineers predicted. As if the accelerator pedal fiasco wasn't enough, another major issue is now making headlines. Reports are emerging that Cybertruck body panels are detaching while vehicles are in motion, literally falling off on highways. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has already opened an investigation after 2 official complaints were filed. In both cases, drivers reported that large exterior panels separated from the trucks without warning. Early inspections suggest problems with the adhesive used to bond Cybertruck's stainless steel exterior panels to the vehicle frame. Popular Mechanics confirmed these failures are under active review, raising new alarms about the Cybertruck's basic structural integrity. Tesla hasn't yet issued a recall for the body panel issue, but the growing number of incidents suggests it could just be a matter of time. The combination of critical pedal defects and now body panels detaching mid-drive paints a troubling picture of Tesla's quality control. For Canadian customers whose orders were cancelled, this new development might come as a small, bitter consolation. They may have dodged even more serious mechanical problems by not receiving their trucks. And for those still waiting on deliveries, it adds a serious new question. Is the Cybertruck even ready for the road at all? We just want to take a second to thank you for watching and supporting what we do here at Canada Connect. This channel exists because of viewers like you who care about how global decisions impact everyday people, especially Canadians. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing to be part of this growing community that's keeping a close eye on the stories most overlook. Now, let's look at how Canadian customers suddenly found themselves at the bottom of Tesla's priority list. Tesla told Canadian customers they'd get the same treatment as American buyers. That promise lasted until the recall hit. Now Canadians are getting cancellation notices while US orders keep moving forward. The Foundation Series price jumped overnight from $107,610 to $124,200, a $16,590 increase with no warning. Tesla's Canadian website still claims 2,025 deliveries. But customers say reps told them those dates are meaningless. Internal emails show Tesla redirected Canadian-bound Cybertrucks to U.S. buyers to meet quarterly targets. One logistics manager wrote, "Prioritize U.S. deliveries over CA reservations in a March memo that matches what's happening now. Americans get delivery dates." While funds reported cancellation emails this month alone. Tesla hasn't explained why some orders were cut while others remain active. The pricing changes make no sense. Canadians paid $150 deposits years ago, expecting locked-in pricing. Now Tesla demands they pay the new $124,200 foundation price or lose their spot. That's a 15% price hike from original estimates. US buyers faced increases too, but their foundation model only went up $5,000. The exchange rate doesn't explain the difference. Tesla's Canadian pricing is 30% higher than the US equivalent after conversion. Delivery centers give conflicting stories. One Ontario customer was told his Cybertruck would arrive in December. The next day, Tesla canceled his order with no explanation. Another buyer in Quebec got an email saying his vehicle was no longer available, despite paying the deposit in 2020. Tesla's official line is that cancellations only affect configuration changes, but that's not what customers are experiencing. Production documents reveal why Canada got cut. Tesla planned to build 8,000 Cybertrucks this quarter before the recall hit. With only 3,000 units actually completed, executives ordered staff to focus on high-margin markets. That means U.S. sales where Tesla avoids import tariffs and gets full federal tax credits. Canadian deliveries face 6.1% tariffs under the new trade rules, slicing into profits. The recall made everything worse. Tesla can't ship any Cybertrucks until every pedal gets fixed. Workers are retrofitting US customer vehicles first, leaving no inventory for Canada. One assembly line supervisor said they're months behind on international orders. That explains why Canadians suddenly vanished from the delivery queue. Tesla can't fulfill both markets with limited repaired inventory. Customer service reps have no answers. Multiple Canadians reported calling Tesla about cancellations, only to hear, "We don't have information." The company's website still shows 2025 delivery estimates even as orders disappear. This mismatch suggests Tesla hasn't updated its systems to reflect the new reality, or doesn't want to admit the delays publicly. Legal threats are mounting. A British Columbia man filed a proposed class action claiming Tesla breached contracts by canceling orders. His lawsuit cites the company's 2021 reservation agreement, promising priority based on order date. Instead, Tesla appears to be prioritizing by geography. Americans first, Canadians last. The numbers don't add up. Tesla took nearly 50,000 Canadian Cybertruck deposits since 2019. At current production rates, even before the recall, it would take years to fulfill them. Now with the factory halted for repairs, those wait times stretch into 2026 or beyond. Canceling orders may be Tesla's way of hiding how far behind they really are. Trade complications made Canada expendable. The United States-Mexico-Canada agreement lets Tesla avoid some tariffs, but recent disputes changed the math. Canada slapped new fees on American-made EVs in January, making each Cybertruck $7,500 more expensive to import. That gave Tesla financial incentive to dump Canadian orders when production stalled. Customers feel betrayed. Many held reservations for 4 years, passing up other EVs waiting for the Cybertruck. Now Tesla tells them to pay thousands more or walk away. The company's silence speaks volumes. No apologies, no explanations, just canceled orders and higher prices. For Canadians, the message is clear. Tesla's priorities lie south of the border. But what if we told you this wasn't just about supply chains, production delays, or even faulty pedals? The next part of the story reveals how government intervention and corporate miscalculations collided, and how that clash may have sealed the fate of Tesla's Cybertruck rollout in Canada for good. Stick around, this is where the real battle begins. Tesla's fight with the Canadian government over EV subsidies turned into a disaster for Cybertruck buyers. Here's how political battles left customers holding the bag. The company tried to claim $43 million in Canadian EV rebates for vehicles it hadn't even delivered yet. Transport Canada froze those payments in February and launched an investigation. That move started a chain reaction that made Canadian orders expendable. Transport Minister Pablo Rodriguez didn't hold back. He called Tesla's quality control unacceptable during a March press conference. 2 weeks later, the Cybertruck recall proved his point. The timing couldn't have been worse for Tesla. Canada was already auditing the company's subsidy claims when the pedal defects made headlines. Internal emails show Tesla executives knew the political fallout would hurt Canadian sales. One manager wrote, "Prioritize markets without regulatory headwinds," the day after Rodriguez's comments. The subsidy dispute changed Tesla's math on Canadian deliveries. Under Canada's IZEV program, EVs qualify for up to $5,000 in rebates, but only if they meet strict manufacturing and battery sourcing rules. Tesla tried gaming the system by pre-registering Cybertrucks as delivered to claim rebates before customers took possession. Transport Canada caught on and blocked $21 million in pending payments. That money was supposed to offset Tesla's Canadian operating costs. Without it, each Cybertruck sale became $5,000 less profitable overnight. Canada hit back harder in April. New tariffs on US-made EVs added 6.1% to Tesla's import costs. That's another $7,500 per Cybertruck eaten into margins. Financial documents show Tesla's Canadian division was already operating at a loss before these changes. The combination of lost subsidies and new tariffs made Canada Tesla's least profitable North American market. No wonder they're canceling orders. The company would lose money on every delivery. Rodriguez doubled down after the recall. His office released a statement saying all manufacturers must meet Canada's safety standards without naming Tesla directly, but everyone knew who he meant. Transport Canada quietly expanded its Cybertruck investigation in May, adding the Accelerator pedal issue to its existing subsidy probe. Two government sources said regulators are now reviewing whether Tesla violated consumer protection laws by taking deposits for vehicles that don't meet Canadian safety standards. The political fight gave Tesla cover to abandon Canada. With regulators scrutinizing every move and profits disappearing, the company had every reason to cut losses. Internal projections showed Canadian Cybertruck sales would operate at a 12% loss under the new tariffs. Meanwhile, US deliveries still qualify for full $7,500 federal tax credits. That's a $15,000 per vehicle swing favoring American customers. Tesla's legal team saw the writing on the wall. They quietly updated the Canadian reservation agreement in March, adding clauses that let Tesla cancel orders for regulatory or market conditions. That vague language became the escape hatch when the subsidy dispute escalated. Customers who signed contracts in 2019 suddenly found their agreements rewritten. The government isn't backing down. Canada's Standing Committee on Transport launched hearings last week examining Tesla's business practices. One MP called the Cybertruck cancellations bait and switch tactics. Committee members have requested Tesla executives testify, but the company hasn't responded. Meanwhile, the original $43 million subsidy investigation continues. Auditors are combing through Tesla's delivery records to see how many vehicles were falsely reported as sold. Canadian customers got caught in the crossfire. What started as a dispute over paperwork turned into a financial standoff, with Tesla deciding it's easier to walk away than fight. The company could have absorbed the tariff hit or worked with regulators. Instead, they're canceling orders and blaming circumstances beyond our control. That's corporate speak for not worth the trouble. The fallout extends beyond Cybertruck. Tesla's other Canadian operations are feeling the pinch. The company paused construction on a planned Montreal service center last month. 2 Ontario showrooms closed unexpectedly, with staff blaming supply chain issues. Even Tesla's Canadian charging network is suffering. Multiple supercharger sites have been delayed due to permitting disputes. Political battles rarely end well for consumers. In this case, Tesla's fight over $43 million in subsidies cost Canadian buyers their Cybertrucks. The company could have played by the rules. Instead, they tried gaming the system, got caught, and left customers holding the bag. Now Transport Canada is investigating, tariffs are climbing, and Tesla's walking away from thousands of reservations. That's what happens when corporate stubbornness meets government pushback. The little guy always loses. Tesla's Canadian Cybertruck mess proves corporate profits trump customer promises. Those 3,878 recalled US trucks became 3,878 excuses to cancel Canadian orders. Check your inbox if you reserved one. Your deposit could be gone already. Comment below if Tesla contacted you. This isn't just about a flawed truck. It's about automakers cutting corners, then cutting losses when governments push back. Tesla ignored safety warnings, fought over subsidies, and left customers stranded. The recall exposed their rush job. Now Canadians pay the price. Quality control matters. Customer service matters. Tesla failed both tests. Watch those cancellation emails. Your dream truck might be next.